Ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
We call this meeting to order, the Drainage Board meeting, August 26, 2025. Approval of the minutes from the last meeting. Which was,
Move to approve the minutes as presented. Second.
you get that, Mary? Favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Claims, Chronicle Tribune, $58.68. Rouge Run, there is no maintenance. IMI Aggregates, $520.48. Hollis Daughtery, fund has $52,832.67 in the fund. Gordon Galt, $50 for FAR IRA Hudson Joint Board. The fund has $3,539.04 in it. Richard Cox, $50. FAR IRA Hudson Joint Board, same amount. John Lancaster, $50 for the FAR IRA Hudson. You're gonna have to help me with that name. Dan
Morgenheimer,
$50 for the FAR IRA Hudson. Jared Hahn, $50. Mary Wiesner, $50. And the for the FAR IRA Hudson, and it has $3,539.04. So you want me to keep going? Or you want to pass them or keep up? Just do them all.
Do them all.
Grant County Treasurer, $31.37, a loan from the GDIF to maintenance. Bragg Excavating, $500 for the Jesse Tippy. Fund has $2,188.23 in it. Bragg Excavating, $900 to Herps Ditch. $1,974.06 is in the fund. John Repairs, $6,068. Hollis Daughtery, the fund has $48,309.72. John's Repair for $6,508. The Hollis Daughtery, fund has $48,309.72. Chronicle Tribune, $35.41.
Let's do the H&W ditching separate.
Okay.
It's short.
FAR and IRA Hudson, $35.39 is in the fund. So do I have a motion for?
you want me to elaborate on any of them?
Anybody any questions?
I got the loan, Grand Trans Treasure loan. I can't get that through my head. What that's for?
Okay, that was the ad for the, FAR IRA Hut.
Is that the one we wanted to close?
I think that's the Root Run findings.
No, Rouge Run's at the top.
Right, but it has no maintenance stuff.
Right. Oh,
So we had to borrow from one to pay
one
the other.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh, question, all these FAR IRA,
Yeah,
is that, we had a hearing here?
yeah, we had a joint board hearing here after the last meeting.
What county is that going?
Blackford, that's in Blackford.
So they didn't pay nothing.
We control the fund.
Gordon, that Chronicle Tribune is for the, legal ad announcing the public hearing for the Root Run.
Okay.
And we borrowed from General Drain Improvement Fund. When it starts collecting, I'll pay it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta rob Peter to pay Paul.
Pardon?
Gotta rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
It'll get paid back in the spring collection.
Well, I have trouble with getting that on my mind, what it goes and how it goes, so.
I'll take
Okay.
this one for the findings in order. I'll have to borrow for that too.
I'll make a motion to pay our bills.
I got that. You get that, Mary?
Yep, Pat,
Gordon?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. HW ditching, $54,083. The Dillon Winslow Tuttle, the fund has $48,183.55.
It's collected, right?
Yeah. And you guys agreed to pay next year's towards it.
I have,
I thought that was right, but I wasn't sure. I thought
Yeah.
we agreed to.
if anybody wants to see that.
HW is Boys from Copeland.
No, HW is Worrell, Burrow, Adam Worrell.
Okay,
This ditch they're working on is east of
What
Fairmount.
they do.
Yeah, I know. I know.
just so you know, this is when it was discussed with May 27th, and then the motion was made.
How much does that fund collect every year?
You know how much it collects?
I do not know, Mary, I'll have to tell.
I think when we approved it, it was gonna be paying back in next spring. but-
She's got the paper where we approved that, if you want to see
Yeah.
that.
It's on June 10th or before that you guys approved it. The whole project was gonna be 165,000 and you voted to give them 54,337 out of the account and they were gonna pay the rest of it. The landowners were.
I've got the minutes.
What was that?
Tower
They're by Fairmount.
Dillon Tower, wasn't Burrs and Adams working on.
Okay, in the fall, it'll bring in about $5,900.
This fall. So almost that back then.
Yeah, it'll get that.
Okay.
And then in the spring, it brings in about the same.
How much of it again, I was talking and not listening, how much?
How much was it?
$5,900.
For
$5,900?
the year?
A
No.
year? No, about 12. Let me see.
Well, okay,
Spring, each spring and fall.
okay, well, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Then Gordon was out there and watched them working and then called me to go watch and I don't know if you wanted to comment on that, Gordon.
Yeah, the new, they've got a new, they call it a trench box.
That's going to be showing me
It's,
videos.
Interesting to watch it work. They have to move more dirt because they do it with a track hoe than if you had a machine to do it layer 24. And it's a trench box and they put it pretty well to grade within 6 inches or a foot. And the trench box, as they move it forward, it makes a grade. And it's mounted on 4 wheels. Of course, you know.
Pat, you need to check into that first.
You probably, yeah. It's interesting. I've been watching it. It's interesting. See, that's the first time I've seen it work, but I think they're learning things. Of course, nobody's had anything around here like that, so.
Pops a 20-foot stick into it at a time
Yeah.
and shoves it together.
Where's that?
They're by Fairmount where Worrell's working. And then as
I
it
mean,
comes,
better go out there and look at that thing.
then as it comes out the back of the box, it beds it with the stone in the same process.
Is there anybody down in the trench?
Nope, there's one guy up at the top that rolls a piece in there and watches it and pushes it together, and then as they move forward, it comes out the back and
How
sets
deep
it
is
at the
it?
rock.
How deep are they?
They're about 5-6 foot.
Well, at least 5 or 6 foot. And stone,
Can they go
it
25
doesn't,
feet?
No, no, because him dragging it, they were trying to turn and trying to drag that box in a turning trench. Didn't, I mean,
They have to dig the trench with the hoe though.
they're digging
Yeah.
digging with the excavator in front of it, close to grade. And then as they drag that box, it cuts it to grade and the wheels adjust it to grade for cutting it.
That's pretty slick. That we could probably make
I
that go
don't know where you
25.
rented that from.
We bought it, then we
bought it.
retire.
We'll fall
Oh
into,
my.
Yeah, then we could retire, relent.
remember, it beds stone like window bed stone all the time. This one just beds beside the tile.
Yeah, and then it falls underneath of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, under and up the
You can
side.
use less stone that way. And
At that depth, you don't need a stone rather for the top.
Right.
Just want to hold the shape.
so it's interesting to watch. If you're down that way, they're close to, I don't know what it's road we call Hope Road, but I don't know what the number is. south of Oak Road, south of 26.
Around there by Peacocks, south
Yeah.
of Peacocks.
Yeah, I've been watching them, it's new, something to see.
I move we pay this bill for HW ditching.
Second.
Got it, Mary? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Old business, hey, before we get started, the Van Buren deal, where we set the rate, can't do that anymore.
Can't do what?
If you're gonna set a rate and you got commercial and you wanna set it too, you gotta set the rates at the same time. If you don't, you have to wait 2 years before you can come back and set a different rate.
2 years?
Unless you're going down.
Okay.
Unless you want,
Unless you're lowering it, going down. So anytime, since we're worried about these commercials too, we're gonna have to figure these out.
Before
So,
we
yeah,
set the rate.
And
beforehand.
advertise it.
Yeah, that's in the Stobie Climber conversation.
Well, while you're doing that, I asked the other guys at the joint meeting. Wells County has one, they charge commercial rate, and it was double the farm rate, and Blackford doesn't charge any commercial. They don't charge any houses
The
either.
home sites.
Well, they sold out to the solar, so they
We
won't
have some
too much
commercial, we're
farmland.
charging 154.
Couple of
and then
years.
100 for our surface.
They did, they sold out the whole county.
really?
Blackford did?
They're gonna have all kind of solar.
This is a.
Solar and wind, I think.
Hey, truth, no great laws. No great laws over there probably.
Well, I think they'll do all right at first, but then after usually about 10 years, it was when all that shit goes bad, and then they pull you out of here, and there's something in their little contract that,
Farmers gonna make a.
bankrupt the company.
Yep.
Okay, old business, Little Great Pond. We ain't doing nothing about it, right?
Nope.
So
I'm just
we
waiting
just
for you guys
remove
to tell
it.
me we're not doing nothing and I'll take it off.
Yeah, just remove it. Do we have to have a vote on that? No?
Just take it
No,
off the
I think
agenda.
it's up to
Yeah.
the president.
The hottest daughtery update, $48,309.72 in the fund.
We have a quote, letting here in a little bit. This is just a update on this. The picture I gave out, the two blue lines on it, those two sections were done in 2023. The orange line above State Road 26, Rickner just got done with it just last week, so it's been done. And then the green line is the part that we'll be quoting on today. It goes south of 26 over to 1150. And then the pink areas still haven't been done. So there's not a whole lot left, but it still is a brushy. The one up at the top of it in that Dollar Lake, we've never done maintenance through that pond, but there is a spur of the ditch that comes up to 26 on the north side of 26 that drains the highway that we have to keep open or the highway floods. And the state went in there and did that 15 years ago, something of that nature, put that tile around there to drain the standing water off the highway. So that's just a short little update on how we're progressing with the Hollis Daughtery.
Okay, the Stobie. And might as well put the Stobie and Climber at the same one, huh?
Yeah, they're both the same discussion.
I think we got it figured out.
We got
Me and Raymond sat down and we went through everything, but I think we got it.
And we need to discuss the commercial rates.
What town is
That's Marion. And here's the VA. And there's the Climber. There's more pages to that too, Kenny. If you turn the pages, I'm gonna give you two of those.
this that one little Lincoln Boulevard?
Yes. Yes, if you turn to the other pages, it'll show it up a little better for you. Try to get these
This is
passed
the
down.
one we've been spending money on for years.
Yeah, and you never got none. We're gonna put a rate on it. Dang it, that's about their house in that neighborhood too.
Keep that in mind.
1 penny.
Kenny.
can you hear me? 1 penny.
That's what they're gonna pay?
Yeah, because I just bought another house in that neighborhood, so. Only 1 penny.
You didn't hear what the official said.
Oh,
I think I got enough beats for everybody. Now, these I didn't make an extra for you, Mary. These are just the headers off of the current rates. And the map.
She had mine after.
You got there done, was it?
So I won't mark on it this time.
She can have mine, you can write on there.
They've only got a dollar rate at the moment on both of them. The totals look a little different because the one has a $5 minimum, the other one has a $1 minimum, so the total assessment really doesn't say a whole lot because it was adjusting for the minimum. But it tells you how many home sites there are on them, how many parcels. The bottom down here tells you how many parcels are in each watershed. And then the other part breaks it down as how many is in each, how many home sites, how many parcels. Stobie actually has a couple of the lots that have acreage. There's 7 lots that add up to 2.44 acres between the 7 of them. So I mean, there's commercial parts, commercial structures in the assessment roll right now of 5. 2 of them are a greenhouse that isn't being used anymore.
Right.
And then 2 of them are churches. And then the other's a actual home site at the moment. It's a church that got turned into,
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
but
So did they change the zoning? Did they have to change the zoning to do that?
we'll have to check on that a little bit
So it's
more and see
not-
what it's,
Technically, it's not a commercial
they're
area.
paying taxes on it, so it's no longer a church. From what I would understand, the church doesn't pay taxes, property taxes.
Correct.
That's right.
So if they're paying taxes, they've changed it to residential. So that would be so is it if they have a condo, is that a business or is that a home site? If they have 2 homes in one building, I'm just asking opinions or how you guys want to address this rate issue. Because commercial structures, if we're going to put them, we should put them on right from the get-go, not try to add them later.
No.
And then at what rate? I mean, are they a little more than a home site? Are they double a home site? Are they?
At least double.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'd say triple.
I do know one, that Sears Midland, they're paying 150 for commercial, 100 for
Yeah, that's-
So what are you thinking about the houses?
50.
I don't know. How much do you want to generate in a year?
You're gonna have to, we're gonna have to generate some money, because I'm telling you, you're gonna have to do something probably within the next 5 years, for sure.
Is the goal to replace the existing tile, or is the goal to
You're gonna have to
fix the
replace.
problem?
No, you're gonna have to replace, because like that one I just dug, the last one, that freaking tile's so freaking bad.
There's nothing there.
But if
Well-
you,
I'm saying, because when this tile starts going down, because it goes under people's houses, it goes at an angle, see? And it goes under houses, under edge of garages. One lady, it goes right underneath her house.
Yeah.
well, if this is got sanitary and storm in it,
Yeah, it does.
we really need to separate it.
When you do it, when we do it. Gotta put double in.
this is in the county though, right?
Yeah.
Not in the city.
This ain't in the city.
They're 130 by 90 foot lots.
Since it's in the county, do we have to separate the storm and sewer?
Well, Pat wants to separate it because he knows it dumps into the city.
I know what it does to us.
And then you
The
get
county's
charged
different, you
for the
know.
volume.
It still dumps into us.
This discussion. I don't know.
So is this another one that will be joint between us and the utility?
In some manner, it's gonna have to be.
Well, yeah,
Now-
because
I mean, because,
we're gonna have to figure, because you ain't gonna be able to never replace it or repair it if it goes bad underneath somebody's house or something.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying. We about have to get enough money so we can start making a plan, maybe, this row, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because, I mean, both of them are draining into the city.
Right. Yes.
And we can't have storm and sanitary draining into the sanitary sewer. So we're gonna have to take a look at what it's really gonna take,
We know it's
as
gonna take
opposed to just replacing the tile,
Right.
or
Exactly.
moving the existing tile. We need to look at what it's gonna take.
I mean, Gordon would like to have a kitty there at least to work on it, but I don't know. You're talking hundreds of $1,000s to redo the whole Stobie, aren't you?
Oh, you're talking way more than $100,000. You're probably looking at, shit, I didn't say.
It's gonna have to be engineered too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can plug rates in to give you an idea what it would bring in annually.
I mean, if you put $50 on the home, 80 homes, you got 4,000. Roughly, quick math. If you make it $50 a home, you get 4,000 a year.
So what do you want on,
You're not to have a way more than
Yeah, we're gonna have to make enough money to do anything.
that. No way.
I was thinking like.
That would need to keep up with inflation out there.
Just how, I'm gonna guess you put $100 on, you're gonna have quite a few of them come to the meeting, but that's,
It won't be enough.
Well, yeah, but I know all them people, let them come. Cause, I mean, the bottom line is, you guys been working on I've been working on it since I've been in business for 40 years, so I don't know how long before that, but to me, they really don't have a complaint when you have to pay for 40 years, you know what I'm saying? And now we have to boost it up enough cause we're going to make big decisions out there, you know what I mean?
you're gonna have quite a bit of money just in engineers.
Yes, that's what I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's where maybe the utility can kick in and do the engineering.
Well, I mean, like we maybe plan to do one street, one row at a time and still
gonna
even
have
hook,
to.
and still even hook to what they're hooked to, and then we can, you know what I'm saying?
Do we need to just have it collect for repairs until we get to that point of needing, or do you go ahead and start building the kitty?
No, I think you start building the kitty.
So I put it in at $100 a home site, $100 minimum, $200 commercial, and that'll bring in, for the Stobie, not the climber, 11,900. Still not
Year.
much,
A year?
yeah.
I mean, there's other tile out there that are 150.
We'll go
But they
150
have an
a home
open
site.
outlet.
Go 150 homes, I know them all.
That'll kill all them people out there.
That won't kill them. I know most of
If you
them.
break it down per month, it's not.
I probably know everybody in that whole
Yeah.
freaking everywhere out
I
there.
guess that's just shade over $10 a month.
Right, you know what I mean?
If that's where you're,
I mean,
Well, then the
take money
minimum
on.
should probably be 150 as well.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, like I say,
if you get the one lot, I talked with Richard in the office, there's a lot that half of it goes Stobie, half of it goes to Climber. If you make the minimum the same as the house, they're basically paying two home sites. Because they're gonna pay minimum one direction and they're gonna pay a home site the other direction. And then if you make your minimum 150 and you make
But-
a naked lot.
We
it's gonna pay
can make
150.
exceptions to the rule on a per house basis, right?
We don't charge a home site out.
Could we?
I know what you mean.
Like, okay, we set that 150 minimum, well, okay, like that house goes both ways, they're gonna be paying double.
Mhm.
We can exclude them from one of them.
Just take them off the parcel one.
Uh-huh.
unless they build something there and then you hit them. Cause you're saying a bare lot, right?
Yes.
With the
Driveway.
150 apiece.
Can't we do that?
200, it would be 17,351 a year.
Gets perpetuated forward that way. I mean, as long as the next person that analyzes his knows it.
This was studied
And we aren't gonna do it till they come in and
20-some years ago.
complain.
maybe
As
30
far
years
as
ago.
lowering it.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can find on it. Because at that
Take them
time,
off one at that
the
time.
consultant was going after, I think, Oprah grant.
Well, like I say, that,
And this, there's probably still some grant money out there that.
well, you
could
know,
help.
Bill Rock's on the Oprah, on the board now.
Okra?
Can you get Okra funds and put it into a maintenance, like a certain maintenance fund?
Probably not.
You'd have to present the bill to get,
But too, you know, you really ain't gonna have to be that deep nowhere.
Yeah, it seems like we do though.
Only when you go into the main, I mean, you only got,
The
most of it flows this way.
Yeah, the further.
You only
west-
got one or two roads that's actually got a hill right at Lincoln Boulevard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think those are the ones that are the deep ones.
Right. But I'm saying if we went shallow this way down each road, you know what I'm saying, or off to the side of the road,
East and west.
that'd save us, you know what I'm saying? And then you could do maybe one road in 2 years, every 2 years or something, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just have to figure it's how many feet and everything it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start at the north and work your way south. Replace it with the new system.
And I'll call Rock and see if there's something that he can help us with on like the grant.
Yeah, I'll look up the old, cause we kept some of that original study. And,
So we'll just table this for now.
yeah.
you wanna,
So we gotta make a motion for that? Or we just table it?
It's just a discussion.
Okay.
should I put on the,
We'll do the table that.
Because Pat's gonna dig up that stuff they had on it. To see,
Did that
they did a
include the
study on it 30
climate
years ago and they were gonna, the city was gonna take it over.
And they never did.
Well, that's because they didn't want to pay city tax.
It got shot down.
I was the leader of that. I was one of them
Wasn't
leaders.
by the city, it was by the residents.
Yeah, they're probably gonna shoot her down anyway.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now we gotta take care of it.
I mean, there was,
Over before, though.
there,
We've tried to get the city to take it over before.
Yeah.
I can tell you what happened after the meeting.
Okay, off the record,
Off the record.
No, I mean, there was public hearings and everything.
Oh, yeah.
The county, the city was all on board with it. So, But
Landowners didn't want to be.
there was protests.
they couldn't afford it.
Yeah, it was only about $2,000 a property.
Yeah, well, and I've,
So is the
from
same
what
going to
I,
apply for the climate home
See the houses.
discussion?
they probably can't afford it. I mean, I don't know them personally, but
Okay, the next one's the Dylan Winslow Tuttle.
We already touched base on it and talked about it.
Okay. Farah Ira Hudson. We already talked about it, right?
Mostly, unless Richard has anything else you want to add from it.
Other than we set the hearing date for September 23rd, right?
9 a.m. And I've confirmed the rooms available here.
Okay. $10 across the board.
Yep.
Since how Blackford didn't have any home site, that one was just $10 on everything.
And new business, Hollis Dottery. We already talked about that.
No, this
We have
is
the,
quotes.
these are quotes.
Oh, these are quotes. This is quote for $48,000. There's $48,309.72 in the fund.
They quoted the same job.
Yep.
Is that big a difference?
Yep. At times. We've had bigger spreads.
do you have any idea if the low bid, can they work on it, how quick can they do it?
Reasonably soon. He's a busy man, but he's knocking them out. Okay.
Giving them to us to do.
No. Keep him busy, but.
Is John starting to become the new idiot?
No. If Inyard was here, we'd have another price gap, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You don't have the two, right? Johns and Redmond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Powell was gonna bid on it out of Montpelier, but apparently not. We sent out 10, I think it was 10 invitations, wasn't it, right?
I think it was, 12 or 13.
This is one you didn't send the map with?
Yeah. It was,
You get that taken care of?
I did. Yeah, I messed up on that one.
That's a big difference.
Normally
Yeah,
they're
it
not
is.
that far apart.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but we've used John's and they've done a good job.
Yeah.
Don't you get something from the inside?
Nope. Johns and Powell's and was right there with each other on the last two bids, and the Extreme from Tipton came in at $10,000 lower, but he hasn't done anything yet to know of his quality of work. The Penrod from Montpelier, he did new Honey Creek, which is the last item on the new business. They just got done with it, but we're only having 3 and 4 different contractors even give us prices.
They would go with John's.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed?
Did you get the amounts? Motion to Chuck,
I mean, I know ours, but
Chuck, you might want to inform her what the price was at John's, because she didn't see it.
Oh, $26,956. Okay, Stony Creek. There's $12,149.04 in the fund.
Ooh, sorry, Kenny. The pink one is Stony Creek. The orange one is Pipe Creek.
What's the problem with her?
The gentleman on 700 West called, said that Stony Creek is not flowing like it used to. So I met with Mitch Cook and I talked to, Carl Mormon. Met with him out of Pipe Creek Senior. Went with Mitch on a ride back to the orange line, trying to get to Stony Creek to check out Stony Creek. We drove to it in a couple of spots. I need to walk the ditch and look for obstructions on Stony Creek.
That 18 goes through Oak Hill School, right?
Right, just south of Oak Hill School right there. And Pipe Creek Senior gravel pit is where we are.
What's the problem there?
It has a blockage somewhere between 700 West and Pipe Creek on Stony Creek. I need to walk in there and find the blockages. There's 4,200 feet there. A lot of it's very brushy. If it was to get brushed, it would probably cost $8 to $10 a foot. You're looking at close to $40,000 and there's $12,000 in the balance. There's properties that are on the assessment roll for forest, that there are hardly any forest left up there. The assessment roll kind of needs gone over. Home sites, $10 an acre, acreage $1.25 an acre. Just showing that Stony Creek's not bringing in very much money. If we have to spend much money, it's gonna be broke and hopefully no more breakdowns. But we had a couple tile repairs earlier this year. Now we have a log or a drainage backed up. And that was the Stony Creek discussion or perception of it, however you want to take that. I mean,
So let me ask you something. Why can't you put the Pipe Creek and Stony Creek together and call it a tribute drain put the money together into one fund.
Pipe Creek's, I don't know how many miles long, it's a huge drain, and
I'm just saying because they tie together, right?
there's a lot of ditches that tie with Pipe Creek that we try to get them to stand on their own so they're not taking the Pipe Creek.
There's some down through there won't still want to clean.
Okay. So we
when
need
did
to
they
think
start
about-
cleaning this Stony Creek?
When did it? I don't know.
So we need to think about raising the rate on the
Pipe Creek.
Stony Creek.
Yeah, and then I was just letting you know, I'm gonna go look for an obstruction. Hopefully it's not that major. I get Cook on it for some amount. I'll get a quote from him. And just let you know that the money's not gonna go real far, but hopefully it's not much of a big thing. But when we went back there, Pipe Creek, you can't hardly get to the ditch now. They're not taking care of their driveways along the ditch. And the ditch is in between. There's a pit on this side and a pit on this side and a ditch in the middle. Very confusing and
And you can't get into
but
it.
if there was a log jam in there, it'd cost you more to get to it than it would to take it out. And I didn't know, me and Mitch we're talking possibly a Pipe Creek would help put money, $10,000 into it. And if we spent $10,000 out of the fund, go in there and clear out the easement so we can at least get to the ditch. And it was just a thought if you guys wanted me to pursue talking to I&M about them contributing to getting the easement where we can at least get to the ditch.
They work out there in the building, but
About all
that's a lake on each side.
Yeah,
Well, I think I'll talk to IMU.
I mean, if I&M's willing to help pay for the easement, I mean, they're not obligated, but it'd be
Right,
nice.
but they might.
Yeah. So that was the short thing about Pipe Creek, Gordon.
Now, the Honey Creek discussion,
That was the new contractor from Montpelier that Justin Penrod was the one that it was awarded to. And they've done it in 3.5 days. They've cut the brush, disposed. They have a mulcher on their excavator that mulches it as they take it down. And then when whatever trees they don't mulch up in the ditch that they pull out, they bring a chipper and they chip the trees in the mulch on site. So there was no fires, and he did a real good job digging it, and it's done.
how much was that?
It was 7,500 and some. They still have spoil to level, and generally we hold 15% back until they're done leveling.
Or $17,574.70 an hour.
Just giving you an update on how it progressed and went on. So we're knocking some of them out and finding new problems in the process.
Sounds like that, I've never seen the mulcher and all that, this is a new, most of them didn't do that, did they? do
Most
that?
of them have the rotary cutters,
Yeah.
but they've got a mulcher. And
No, I've used one. They're bad.
It's a big box. It's,
They take a tree down this big.
yeah,
Do nothing.
just shoot it down. I'm concerned about the mulch in the channel,
Yeah,
because if the water does rise in there, it's gonna carry it to the next obstruction. But this one, I don't think it's gonna hold water back. It's elevated from the main ditch. It should flow. But if you had a low-lying ditch that flooded often, I could see that chap being a problem downstream.
Well, also, the county highway now's got a jetter truck.
We tried it there
You know,
in
man,
Swayze on Taylor Tile.
they were going down 38th Street yesterday, going down all the side roads, cleaning all the culverts out of people's driveways to make the water flow.
Okay.
so this is new Honey Creek, this is the first job this guy's done for us.
Correct. Yes.
And it looks good, and
Yes. And it was a cheaper price. He beat out Rickner when he bid against Rickner. He beat him by $1,000 on it. Rickner's was 8,000 something and theirs was 7,000 something in their bid. It was a short stretch, 1,300 feet, something of that nature. I mean, it wasn't a big project, but that's a good one to break in a new contractor with.
yeah.
That's all I got, guys.
Any other business?
I've got one, we had last ditch,
Oh,
we couldn't do before, had to get a second quote. What was that?
Potter Ditch and David Morgan.
And, if we asked to get a separate quote.
Oh, yeah, I think they're getting it, right there, Mary.
I'm thinking that's gonna be on the September 9th meeting.
I've been thinking about this. If we could, they bring me bids, this guy, they use Rogers. All of us know Rogers. Does a good job. And we don't wanna have to hire an engineer, pay the cost of the engineer. I mean, Rogers does that. And like, Cates, when he does it, and Hyatt's in Madison County, they can engineer it, you know what I mean? We save
Yeah, but there is no thing where you gotta take the low quote, right?
You can disqualify the low quote.
I mean, that's what they told
Typically,
us,
you just-
we didn't have to take the low.
Was they crossing the road? Morgan's?
No,
And
it's all
we're
going to
dealing with
400.
public funds and you kind of have to follow Indiana code.
I just think of we've asked in the past, they come when the money's there, and they have who they want to do it.
And we've gone with them.
Yeah.
Just like we're doing with Worrells on Winslow and Total.
You know, I don't know how we get around to 75,000 unless you break it down to two
Project.
Yeah, that's what,
projects.
yeah.
And like I said, they want Worrells to do it, and that's who the farmers kicked in, and this guy had Rogers. We know Rogers, you know, knows his work, but,
Is there any stipulation that makes it a different account, since how it's put in by the people that, it's only the people's money in the watershed that is being spent on it? It's not everyone's money, it's just their money?
I think it's, state board will tell you it's still public.
It's
funds,
still
I'm
public,
pretty sure.
yeah, it's still public money, you still gotta, cause that's what the lawyer told us, we had to get 3 quotes.
so there's a possibility when have 2 quotes, phase 1 and phase 2, we get around it that way. That's all, you know.
Not according to Indiana code.
Okay.
Me and Gordon talked about it, we just hate for the delay in the process. If
Yeah.
Morgan's had that field in wheat, they could have had the tile in by now, and we're still waiting another 2 weeks for him to even get an answer. Just bureaucratic,
So
slow down the process.
in the future, we should make sure that they get 2 quotes,
3.
3.
Yeah.
3
Three.
quotes.
Yeah.
Get invite
And it
three.
depends on what the estimate for the project is too. You can handle it in different ways. If it's a small project,
Right,
you can
small,
get
if
quotes over the phone.
I
But
think
once you
it's like
start getting up,
50,000 or less, right? I think is what it is.
yeah, the numbers have changed some over the years. I'd have to go back and look. But once you start getting up with the bigger numbers, you know, then you're gonna have to have quotes.
More quotes.
Open them
Do
publicly.
you think that's around the 50,000 mark?
I'd have to.
You gave me like 4 printouts one day of
I think it was-
different stipulations.
Yeah, the numbers have changed over the years.
I mean, see
I just have
the
to
reason, but I'm thinking,
Originally, we were looking at one time as 150, but then I think that changed to 300. So, I mean,
What I read in the
I know ours-
there's different,
ours,
there's
as
different things you have
commissioners,
to do for different dollar amounts.
50,000 or less, we can okay it, but anything over, and if we get to 150, then we gotta do all kinds of stuff.
So if Morgan would've came with a $50,000 quote,
We could've took
it
it.
could've took.
No, the lower you got to have
You
3
still
quotes.
would
Okay, about $49.95.
If you don't get 2
You
quotes
have to.
higher than them, you
invite
still have to
three
have 3 quotes. That's what,
You
you
just have to
have to have
invite
3
three.
quotes.
You have
Lord.
to have it.
but
You have to have invited 3 quotes.
Yes,
Yeah,
invited.
even if you only get 1
That's the
quote.
exact word to use too, invited.
Yes, and then, you know,
And it really starts at 25.
25? Okay, I just wondered.
I think at 25, you might need the written quote.
Okay.
but
But like I said, it's changed over the years, so I need to go
Yeah,
review it myself.
If that 25's turned into 50 over the years, that'd be,
Could be.
because I know, like you said, it was 75, I think it's 150 now. And that's the drainage board code. That's the only amount I could find in the drainage board code was the 150. So,
I was just concerned that delayed that, I guess we have to make sure
Yeah.
when he gets one, he gets 3 quotes. And we won't have, Scott's already done the engineering.
Right, and like I say, technically, if you don't get 3 quotes, because you just invite, that's why you use the word invite. So if only one person bids it, or 2 people, then that's all you get.
Well, just like the one we did,
Right.
we got 2 back.
Right, you only got 2 back.
Okay.
and a lot more than
And you
3
sent 10 out.
Right.
between.
But these guys, most of them have somebody they want to do it. They've dealt with them before. We've been through theirs, that, you know? And we
So-
trust them, that they're spending their money, and they know the guy can do the job.
Yeah.
The burden of proof that the others were invited would fall upon the drainage board then, not the individual. If Morgan would have came and said, I have a quote from Rogers, but I had offered it to 2 others and they turned it down, would that be sufficient or would it have to come from the drainage board? Just to clarify it. on the
Yeah,
whole.
it's gotta go from the board.
Because you want to make sure you jump through all the hoops.
So if someone calls.
Yeah, and then we can't say if you're being
Close.
prejudiced, partial to somebody else.
And I have who I've sent them out to, attached to a copy of the letter.
And we could actually, that's what you could do too, when you send out bids, you gotta have 3 quotes, you know what I'm saying?
3 invitees.
3 invitees, right?
Get our terminology right.
Yeah. So use the right words.
Yeah.
I have one more, if you would humor me, I guess. Jesse Tippy ditch. Part of it is open up at the moment. Ed Blinn has purchased tile that he intends to put in, but he doesn't have the manpower to physically put it in the ditch. He was wondering if the county would pay Bragg Excavating's laborers to put the tile in the ditch, and Ed is gonna dig the trench with his excavator, his material for the tile, and not charge for that, but let Bragg charge for the labor to put it in. It's one of them that we're accepting as a tributary of Tippy. But Blinn has bought the material, he just needs help.
Yeah,
getting it
Blenn's
in
got
there.
like, I think he's got like 90% of the
Yeah.
deal out there.
Yeah, it's his money that's in the fund.
Right.
And
And there's money in the fund.
there's,
Yeah.
where'd it go?
You just turn in a claim like
The seven,
for labor,
1,600 in there,
right?
if that's all right with you
You
guys.
just turn in a claim for labor. We don't know who they work for.
I mean, it's for the job, so.
Yeah, just put on there the Jesse Tippy
Yeah,
for labor.
if you guys were okay with it, you wanted me to discuss it with you.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
I got one little other thing.
Okay.
Out and just down the road from where H&W's working, the guys that sold off on frontage on 800 South on both sides of the road. Going to be houses in there. They got one started. Do the area plan see that there's drainage to those houses? If the potential could be maybe.
I think Raymond and the area plan now are trying to work that together so we don't have another incident like a pipe going underneath the building.
Yeah, well,
Raymond found
that's-
that about.
Yeah, I'm on good terms with Nolan, and now Nolan's leaving.
Because this one of guys that started building the house, and I didn't know if you had been contacted about it.
When they get their building permits, and I told them if they're gonna put up a new building or extend a building, run it past me and let me look at it.
Well, this is a new house. We got
And
the
then
fund.
they're supposed to, if if they approach area plan with a permit for a house, area plan at the moment's gonna contact me, show me the location, and I'm gonna look at it.
Because I could see potential problem, like you said, the houses have been there 20 years and all of a sudden they don't work. Is that our problem or their problem or?
Well, no, I
South
think,
of Paramount, or east
I
of
think it
Paramount.
falls on them, because remember Cook Estates? Remember Cook Estates, when they had the perimeter drain around the whole place? And then they sold the farmland out and they cut them off. Do you remember that years ago? Oh, yeah, Bobby Cannon was the realtor way back then when I had to go out there and that farmer cut them off, nothing they could do. So we had to put like French drains behind the houses to pull the water away.
Should have been able to force them to hook back to the tile.
No, because it was a farmer's tile, it wasn't.
Doesn't matter, that was their outlet, if they have an outlet with their tile.
It's been in place, depends on how long it had been in place.
Yeah, that was their drain, that was their,
Yeah, they cut them off, so I remember.
They
We had to
should have
put like
been-
French drains behind the houses on the side towards Wiley Metal. Because they got more water on that side than the other
that
side.
should have been made
Yeah,
to.
don't know the particulars, but.
Now, the homeowner should have paid the expense to get it to the tile, that's where it always falls apart. The farmer doesn't want to hook up the homes because the homeowner doesn't want to pay any expense to hook it up, and it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta get it there, if you're gonna pay to get it there, then yeah, should be able to hook up to it. Then you get into tile that don't work and are full of mud and that.
That's good, because next time I got to police field, I'll be calling you.
Because I just ditched a few in line a few years ago, and I just run a tile to catch all these houses,
Right.
because I knew that what they was gonna say. And they didn't pay a dime. But when he gets to the point it doesn't work again, I'm not gonna pay again.
Right.
I probably won't be here.
Right.
So,
At least you gave them a thing to hook up to.
okay.
Jerry, you got anything? No?
Just curious, there was talk about coming out to my ditch and it's, whether it's been hot over there, I didn't know.
We're just waiting for you to pull Eric's chain and me and him are gonna come out and meet you.
Okay, all right,
It's always waiting on.
okay, that's fine, that's
When
what I
it-
thought.
when it-
I just wanted to make sure, because Eric and I talked, 80, 90 degree days,
Yeah,
I can't be out in the sun that much.
right, and then we didn't know, we really can't do a lot back there till the crops are off.
Right, go
So
back and look at it and get a,
give us a holler when you feel like going back there. Just give me a holler when you wanna go back there.
all right, we'll get with
We'll
Eric.
get it. Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I have one other question real quick.
Yeah.
There's
Quick enough.
a meeting next month, is a public meeting, is that to discuss increases in drainage rates or what?
On what?
I've got a letter from the drainage board.
On the Ira Hodson?
No, I think it's a Jesse,
Far Hudson?
Said there's a public meeting next month,
that's the Jesse Tippy, the Jesse Tippy.
Jesse Tippy.
No, he wouldn't be on,
He wouldn't be on the.
No, I'm just saying what's at the next meeting.
he'd be on the
Far
Ira
Hudson.
He'd be on the far
That's
end.
23rd.
That's the 23rd. Yeah, that's a public meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one east of your house.
It goes into Blackbird.
Yes.
Okay,
Or at least not down in your area, it's never been touched. It's been worked up on the top end, but not downstream from you.
Do I got a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries, meeting adjourned.
Well, you got your building down?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask you guys to keep your Stobie map so I don't have to print more.
Yeah.
I give mine to Mary.
I have more. I'll make more, but.
I guess we can learn how we can get around this, if you can get around it, make sure when they still like.
Hey, Mary, you turn that off?
Kane said, well,
I'm trying to.
make sure he gets,
You too.
when he checks with